The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Griffin on second down. Dancing to his left. Now look out. Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Here's Griffin. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can.
Derrick Henry all alone. And he's brought down after a good gain. They give him a gain of 37. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on second down and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And runs like that, those are the ones that got Mr. Henry that Heisman Trophy a year ago.
Not only is he big, strong, fast, I love his agility and his vision. That's the reason he piles up the yards, and he definitely doesn't shy away from carries.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Shift together here from the D-line. Henry. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. A 3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
They come out here in the I. First down and goal to go from the 7. They'll run. McFadden. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Second and 10. Once again, Griffin. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
On second down, here's Griffin. Pass incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
To throw is into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Here's Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Bryant, the lone receiver left. Back to throw here. It's caught on the right side at Smith. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A give to Henry. And a cutback right sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Gets it to Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here we go.
Now Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
A really nice read by the offense. They caught the defense not covering the middle of the field, went to the post route, and found the receiver wide open for a nice gain.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Let's go. Let's round.
Here's Henry. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run. It's Henry. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, here's Dree Archer. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On first down, McCown. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's McCown.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
All right, here we go.
McCown throwing on second. He rifles one that's intercepted. And now look at him go. Picked off, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 7. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Fresh set of downs here.
Ohio! Here we go!
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Let's go.
This is Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Go now.
And they'll run it here. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Here's a give to Crowell. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Again, it's Henry. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Let's go! 190! Give me some. 190!
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
46 is right there. Check in, check in. Watch the blood.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.